I have new makeup that I wanted to show you guys. I thought it would be fun to just do a get ready with me and I'll chat all going on a 54-year-old face. So the first thing I'm gonna do is actually my hair. I always put dry shampoo in my hair before I do my makeup. I've been trying Living Proof dry shampoo. This is amazing. I am shocked by this. It is not cheap and I don't like the smell in any way. But the thing I like about it, and it has a white cast big time, as you can see, but it goes away. The thing I like about it is that my hair literally feels like it's clean. And that's what it claims. So you just rub it all in, and I don't worry about the white cast because I don't do my hair right away. I just rub it in. I always take a brush through it, and that gets rid of a lot of the white cast. But then by the time I'm ready to do my hair, it's gone. And I am, having another hot flash. Oh, I have things to tell you about. Hot flashes, I have to tell you about it. A new thing I'm trying. Clearly not completely working. Okay, so I've got some new makeup I want to show you guys. I have like 3 or 4 new to me, and some of them are brand new products. This is such a gloomy day. Like, it's so yucky out. We have snow on the ground, it's raining, it's bleh. Not a fun day, but a fun day to put makeup on. So first let's start with a primer. And I'm doing the Revlon Prime Plus, and this is the Perfecting and Smoothing. Oh, and I'll link everything below. I just like how this feels on my skin. So let me talk about a little bit about Tretinoin. I'm not gonna go into detail because I literally know hardly anything about it as far as on me. I started it 2 weeks ago, and I've only used it twice. But no, 3 times. I did it once and then I did it 4 days later, and that was too fast. My skin peeled. I didn't get major, like anything but peeling. I didn't have like any rosacea come out more or anything like that. So I was very happy about that, but I absolutely had peeling. So I am on, let me see, what is my percentage? 0.05. And I've decided to use it only once a week on a Sunday. All this week, I have not worn foundation. I decided, first off, my skin isn't that bad. It's blotchy, as you can see. Obviously, I've got some discoloration and things like that, but it's not bad. So I decided to not wear a foundation because when your skin is peeling, a foundation on top of it just looks not attractive. And if I can get away with it, I wasn't gonna. Plus, I'm wearing masks a lot, so that does help. That's one advantage to masks. So today is like the first day in a week that I'm putting some foundation on. And I just really treated my skin so gentle. I haven't done anything else besides very hydrating, soothing skincare. So that has been good. My face definitely is pretty much done with peeling right now. It does feel a bit dry still, but the peeling is done. So that's why I feel like I'm okay to go ahead and put it on tomorrow. Let me show you the foundation I'm gonna try. It is new to me. I have not tried it yet. It is the Essence Pretty Natural. Let me tell you about it. A hydrating foundation with hyaluron, I'm not sure what that is, and aloe vera, 24-hour long lasting. It says lasting moisturization with a natural coverage finish and weightless skin feel. It is vegan. So, well, it says with hyaluronic acid on the description, but on the front it says hyaluron. So excuse my pronunciation. I got the shade 80 Cool. It looks dark, like that looks so dark, but crazy. And of course you can't try anything on in the store. So this is what, okay, I don't know if you can see. This is the color they put on it to tell you. And this is what the color looks like in the thing. I'm like, okay, those two do not look the same. Rachel and I tried our best, we'll see. I always go darker than what I think because I am tanning my face. I'm just gonna do a little and dot it around my face, and I'm gonna use the Beaky sponge. You guys know I love those. It's definitely running down my face. I mean, my finger. So I do like a runnier finish. We'll see if it does that whole polka dot thing and how it plays with the dry skin. I'm not going to do a huge amount because I am going to be going, I think we're going to go to IKEA later. I'm excited. I haven't been there in a while. I never can tell until I look in the close-up mirror because my eyes are just bad enough that I can't see it. But, all right, let's bring it in close. Oh, I need to plug this in. Oh. Okay, so far so good. Let's keep going. I don't think it's giving great coverage. I don't think it's supposed to. I mean, it's supposed to like even out. It is a natural finish. Obviously, it says pretty natural, so I don't know if it's buildable. I will see. You guys know I don't like it if it is polka dotty in my pores. I hate that. The primer I use does not say it helps with pores much. I don't think it just perfects in smoothing. Maybe it does a little bit, but certainly not made for that. It feels like it's already drying down. Let me look at it closer. Okay, no polka dot. That's always a huge plus. And hardly any settling in. Wow. Like it's not settling in at all. Okay. We might have a winner here. I'm going to try to build it a little bit. It didn't cover as much as I would like. So I'm going to build it. Just my areas that are hard are definitely around my nose and around my cheeks. Where my rosacea, it's worse. But you guys know I have a mild case of rosacea. But let's go ahead. And probably as anything, if you used a brush, it probably wouldn't shear it out as much. A sponge that's obviously dampened will shear it out, but that's my favorite way of doing foundation. No, it's definitely blurring out some more of my rosacea, hyperpigmentation. So I would say I like this so far. We'll see if it lasts very long. It says it's 24 hours, so it should. Let me get in with I like the beaky one because it still does have the point. And then blur out my under eye. I would say that looks like I like foundation. I don't like foundation that completely just wipes out anything on my face. I don't like the feel of it. I think it makes me look older, and we don't want that. So let me look at it close. I don't see already any kind of settling in. Okay, I'm kind of in shock. Okay, this might be a winner. I'm excited about that. Okay. We'll see. I'm not even going to put powder on. I'm going to just see if it settles in as it sits here. So far, so good. I'm kind of liking this. I don't detect a smell at all. Well, it's a good start. So I'm just going to do a real simple brow and just get a little bit colored in, nothing major. So I'm not going to go into too tight in detail here. I'm just going to get it filled in. I'm using the NYX Professional Brow. Again, I'll link it below. So let me fill you in a little bit of things that are happening around my life and things. I actually started a new medication. So you guys, if you've been around here for any length of time, you know that I just want to say right now, my eyebrows are going to look like a train wreck at the end of this. I just feel like whenever I'm talking, I don't pay attention, and that's when my eyebrows never look the same. It's just not a good thing. So just fair warning right now. Okay. It takes great concentration. I started a new medication. Hot flashes are something to be reckoned with in my life. I'm really having a hard time, and I have been for a couple of years. I went to my doctor, my gyno, and she said I am not a candidate for hormone replacement because I am not completely done with my periods. She said that I need to be at least 9 months in between, and I haven't gone 9 months yet. So she said I can't do that, which I don't know if I'm sad about or happy about. I was kind of nervous to start it. She gave me a prescription for a drug that's called Brisdel. Now, Brisdel is actually used for somebody with anxiety. And so at first I was like, okay, I don't have anxiety. And she said, no, they have found if you take it in a very low dose, like 10 milligrams, even down to 5 milligrams, it does nothing for your mood or anything like that, but it helps eliminate hot flashes. And I'm like, okay. So she goes, you're not going to be taking anything that will give you those side effects of what an anti-anxiety drug would do. So I'm like, okay, I'm interested. So she said, it's kind of expensive. I'm like, okay, how expensive? Remember, Doug doesn't have a job. She said, it's $1 a pill, $30 to $31 a month. Yes, expensive, but I thought, okay, I can handle that. I think we can do that if it means I don't have hot flashes. Oh my, let's go. She gave me the prescription and she said to start with 5 milligrams, because if I could do it with 5, then that's great. And Doug and I went to go pick it up, and I was like so hopeful that I was going to literally have no hot flashes. And by the way, there's no generic brand of this. I went and I got it in, and the lady goes, okay, that'll be $185. And I went, 185? I said, wait, for how many? I'm thinking, okay, maybe it's the year. Oh no, that was 1 month. I'm like, oh, no, that's not happening. So I said, okay, thank you, but no. I was in shock. I'm like, 185, who can afford that even like normal life? That's ridiculous. And I know that there are some people who are on medications that are that much, that is life-saving, and I feel for them. It's like, that's crazy amount. I feel like that should be illegal. No drug should be that much money. And I know some of you probably have drugs that are that much, and my heart breaks for you. I can't even fathom. Anyways, so obviously I can say no to that, and I called her up. See, I knew I would have my eyebrows look like a train wreck. I called her up and I told them I couldn't do that. Could she call me back with, is there another alternative? The nurse practitioner called me back and said, okay, we're going to put you on paroxetine. It is also an anti-anxiety drug. And she gave me 10 milligrams. Again, no side effects with it for the dosage I'm taking. That one, I went to pay. She goes, that'll be $85. And I went, oh, she goes, cents. I went, oh, okay, I can handle 85 cents a month. That's fine with me. So it's a 10 milligram one. I broke it in half because I thought if I can go lower, I'm going lower. I took it for about a week to 2 weeks on the 5 milligrams, and it maybe diminished the intensity, but it basically did nothing besides that. So I increased it to the 10 milligrams. I have no side effects that I can detect, like none. My mood is exactly the same. Everything is fine. So I'm happy about that. Does it work? I've been on it for about a month now. I do think it diminished them. They're not anywhere near as bad as I had, but I'm still getting hot flashes in the night. I still wake up around 2 o'clock, almost like clockwork, every night, and I have to deal with them, and then I can go back to sleep. Usually I get them periodically during the day, nothing horrible. So yes, I do think it's working a bit. I don't think it's this miracle drug, at least not so far. Now, they do say with these, it takes time to have it build in your system. They say that for the anti-anxiety part. I'm really not sure if that means for, oh my word, this is going to be so long because I am nowhere near done. I'm not sure if that means for the hot flash part. And I don't feel like calling my doctor. So we'll see. Right now, okay, I'm going off camera to finish my brows because I'm going to look like a train wreck. All right, not perfect, but they are what they are. Yeah, my brows. It's a struggle. The jury's out on paroxetine. If it gets better, I'll let you know. Putting on some brow mascara. This is Eyebrow from e.l.f., one of my favorites, and it is cheap, cheap, cheap. And I like cheap. That just covers the gray hairs or blonde hairs and makes my eyebrows look a little bit more fuller. So let that dry a couple minutes, and while that's happening, I'm going to put on Milani's eye primer. And I used to do a brush with this, and I've decided that I just put a tiny, tiny amount on my finger. My brother lives in upstate New York. My mom used to live with him. And she, I don't know, about a month ago, no, a couple months ago, went into a nursing home. She needed 24-hour care. So she's in a nursing home near my brother. She hates it. Say hi. If you guys would do me a huge favor, she would love this. She watches all my videos. So if you would do me a huge favor, her name is Betty. In the comments below, just say, hi, Betty. She would just love that. So, so say hi to my mom, Betty. We went over to my brother's last weekend because my brother is moving to Central Jersey. He is a construction manager. I think that would be the title of it, or director for Habitat for Humanity. And he is in charge of this big area. He is moving to Central Jersey near his 2 children who are both married, and one has 3 children. But my mom is up there with him. We went there to go get all of her stuff out of the apartment they had for her because she no longer can be there, and either donate it, sell it. Some of us took some of the things so that we could use them, which she was so happy about, that we were going to be able to have her things given to family members. So we took a bunch of things that was useful to us. We had a lot of reminiscing going through some of the stuff that we've used since the 1970s when we were kids. And so it was kind of fun. Okay, guys, I'm like a little bit shocked by this foundation. Like literally no settling, none. Now, if you have oilier skin, you might not have that happen. Obviously, mine is dry. But even with dry skin, other foundations can settle in and I have to powder it, which does not work really well for really dry skin. So I'm like just a little bit shocked over the fact that I do not have to do this. I'm amazed. Now that everything has kind of dried down here, I'm going to use the NYX. It's called the Brow Glue. I'm telling you, I love this. So it's very stringy, as you can see. It just holds my brows in place. One thing that you have to be careful is if you can see it when you're done, you're going to keep seeing it. So make sure you've brushed through any clumps or anything, but it does dry down clear. It does keep my brows in place. Okay, I totally forgot I wanted to put on this. This is a new product to me, so I'm just going to do it before I put mascara on. And this is from Revolution. It is Eyebrow Illuminating Under Eye Concealer. I did light and it has vitamin C in it. It's going to brighten your eyes as you use it. It has a sponge applicator, which is really not my favorite. And that's about as much as I used. And then I'm going to use my sponge. Okay, major creasing. And I wasn't having any creasing, so that makes me sad. Do you guys see a difference? Yeah, I guess. I don't know, let me do the other eye. I'm not a huge under eye person. I feel like it just creases so much. Like I might get it lighter looking, but then it creases and then I look older because it's creased. So not my favorite. Well, it's definitely lighter. Maybe after I do all my makeup, I'll notice a difference, but I think I'm gonna have to set this. My favorite powder to use setting would be the No. 7's Lift and Illuminate, and I'm in the color light medium. So I clearly have hit pan, and I probably am gonna need one soon, but I love this powder. So I'm going to go ahead and just get some on my little, it's my Tati thing. That I wonder where she is these days. Get all the stuff out extra and then just go right underneath. I don't use a lot because, like I said, more powder, more dryness and age. Now on to mascara. Now I'm going to do 2 different ones. I love this one. This is from Maybelline. It is their Total Temptation. There's a new one out called Sky High, and it's from Maybelline as well. So let me go ahead and curl my eyelashes. Okay, so I'm going to do one on each eye. So this one, my right eye, I'm going to do my Total Temptation. And I know I love this. It's just easy. Okay, while I'm doing this, more updates. Oh, well, one thing I should tell you about. I keep getting in the comments, what kind of mirror do I use? It's this one, my 10 times mirror. I literally do not know. I don't know what the brand is. There's no markings on this So I probably got it at Bed Bath & Beyond like years and years ago. That went on very easily. I'm not doing my lower lashes anymore. I feel like it makes me look older and I want things to go up. And so I want obviously not to have dark underneath my eye, but you can see it did a really good job. So let me do the Total Temptation. No, that's the right. Sky High on my left. I have to be so much more careful to not get clumping. I'm not a huge fan of the brush. It's not a natural brush. So I feel like I have to just be so much more careful with this one. I don't know. And it just clumps so easy. Oh, I don't know why people like this so much. Here you go. Here's the lashes. Tell me which one you guys like better. I personally like the right better. This one's much easier to put on, and it usually gives me much more fuller lashes. In my videos, I've been having this necklace on, not this one. Well, I have nothing on. And I keep getting this question. My necklaces, I think the one they're talking about is one that I got at Francesca's in the mall, like in our malls here. I have no idea if Francesca's is a nationwide thing. I don't know, but that's where it's from. Okay, well, I know that my brows are dry. I'm gonna go ahead and brush them through just a little bit because I see a little bit of clumping from the glue, but not much. Am I creasing still? Okay, the creasing has stopped around my eyes. I am still not creasing, literally none. Okay, I'm so excited. I'm gonna do some e.l.f. bronzer. This is their Forever Sunkissed is the color I'm using, and this is a primer infused bronzer, and I'm using this Eco Tools brush that I love. I'll link all of this below, but I'm just gonna go ahead and bronze up my face, give myself a little bit of a contour. Nothing major. Again, we're going to IKEA and I'm gonna be wearing a mask the whole time, so really no point. But I always get under my chin. I feel like it minimizes my double chin, which some people say I don't have, but I do. If you look sideways, I do have this right here from losing weight. I like to get right there, but I don't like to contour a lot. I'm going to use a new blush. This is from Milani. It's called Cheek Kiss, and I am in 110, which is Nude Kiss, which this does not look nude to me. I'm sorry, this looks pretty bright. But I do like it with this kind of brush. You could use this kind of brush too. You can see it's very dense down here, but up top it's like really loose fibers or hairs or whatever, bristles. And that's why these work good, really good for a cream, because this is a cream blush. And I did at first put it on my finger and then dab it and then rub it in. But I think the best way to do this, and which I found out, as you can see I've used it, is to just take it in here and put it on my cheeks that way. And it just gives this nice little flush. Again, I'm not using a lot, but oh, I did a little bit too much right there. So I'm gonna, see, it's a little bit intense there. I'm gonna take my sponge. I guess I went in a little bit too hard. Tried it there, it's a little bit better. So I just really love this. It stays on really well. I think it just gives a nice flush of color. So yay. I'm gonna show you guys what everything looks like in natural light when I'm done. Okay, for lips, I'm just going to do a lip gloss, and I'm gonna use the Buxom. You guys know my favorite's Moscow Mule, but this one is in the color Sugar, and this is also one of my absolute favorites. In fact, you can see it is almost gone. It's down to here now, so I'm gonna have to get a new one soon. But this one is not much color. It just looks good, moisturizes my lips, and it plumps them just a little bit. That's my face. Let me show you how it looks in natural light. I'm gonna turn off my light. Let me open up my blind. So this is it in natural, as much natural light as I can get from my very gloomy day. It's very natural, and that's what I really wanted. All right, let me take down my hair. I'm pretty sure the white cast has gone away. My hairdresser did a little bit too strong of a highlight right there. And that always bugs me because over here, I don't have any of that. This Living Proof, oh my goodness, it makes your hair literally feel clean. It's just so good. It doesn't weigh down my hair. I love it. I wish there was a knockoff of it and cheap because I have not found one I like. So I will link everything below. I will see you guys in the next video. God bless.